Ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about my only NFL recap for the day games here. I'll do Sunday Night Football tonight, obviously. Do every primetime game. No matter how bad they are, I'll do every primetime game this year. But it's going to be a good one tonight, thankfully. Bills-Ravens. But I want to talk about this game here. Minnesota Vikings beat Green Bay Packers 31-29 reaction. Man, Minnesota, they look really good in that first half. 28-7 at halftime. Improved to 4-0. But they kind of got a little just conservative with their play calling. They just kind of stopped playing, I thought, offensively. And their defense just collapsed in that fourth quarter, gave up 22 points. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers tried to lead comeback, his first game back from injury. They got a touchdown, make it 31-29, but they couldn't get the onside kick to have a chance to win it. But yeah, good win for Minnesota, man. 4-0. I think this team is legit. Sam Darnold has been excellent this year. 20 of 28, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Had that one interception, only negative, but other than that, 3 touchdowns. He has, 10 touchdowns already this season. He has been absolutely fantastic start of this year. Like, he has 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions so far this season. Just a great story for Sam Darnold this year, man. Really happy for him because he struggled with the Jets. He struggled with the Jets. I'm just glad he's having success now. 3 wins over good teams. Defense flies around, and Darnold's is competent. I don't know if they are good, but they are definitely fun to watch, and that's a huge upgrade in my expectations for this team. I didn't think the Vikings would be that good with Sam Darnold. And it didn't matter which quarterback they had. I didn't think they would. I didn't think they would be this good. In this win though, Sam Darnold's pick was a killer in the early third, and he had the Vikings in field goal range and at least on their way to a 31-7 lead. That's what changed the game, I thought, in the second half. That pick kind of energized the Packers and kept them in the game. But it did look an incomplete pass. So very impressive job by Sam Darnold when the Vikings absolutely had to have it. It led to a field goal that proved to be the difference. And the Packers missed a field goal as well. Missed a field goal which turned out to be the difference towards the end. And for example, these quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. I'm not saying this is the case 100% of the time, but how much more evidence do we need that some QB busts were only busts because they went to bad organizations? Like the Jets, Panthers, and Browns damaged talented quarterbacks. Sam Darnold's been absolutely fantastic this year. Who would have thought, if you told me the Vikings would start 4-0 this season and Sam Darnold would have 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions to start the season, I would have called you crazy. Aaron Jones has been really good for him. A great signing they made in the offseason, getting him. Love that signing when they did it, because he's been one of the Packers' most consistent players when he was there. 22 runs, 93 yards, 4.2 carry. He also had 4 catches, 46 yards. So he was a difference in the running game and in the passing game. He's just an impact player. That's just what it is, man. How much is he going to enjoy this win against his former team? He didn't get a touchdown today, but he played well. Jordan Addison made his return to the Vikings today, coming off that ankle injury. I think he's going to make this offense better. He had 2 total touchdowns today. He had that 7-yard rushing touchdown, 1 run, 7 yards, and then had 3 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. He made a big difference in the game. And I'm not saying this team is like true Super Bowl contenders. I think they're a good team though. I mean, they made things interesting towards the end. The momentum swung in the Packers' way, but it was too little too late. But Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison each had touchdowns. Jay Jettis, 6 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Jordan Addison, 3 for 72 and a touchdown. Their top 2 receivers. Man, they have really 2 franchise receivers. Jalen Naylor, 1 catch, 31 yards. Johnny Munt, 2 catches, 15 yards. Aaron Jones, we talked about. Josh Oliver, 2 catches, 10 yards, had a touchdown. Tyler Chandler, 1 catch, 8 yards. And Sherfield Sr., 1 catch, 8 yards. Their defense played pretty well through the first 3 quarters until the 4th quarter, but they had 3 interceptions today. Camu Greiger-Hill had an interception. Shaquille Griffin had an interception. So did Byron Murphy Jr. All 3 of those guys had interceptions. Besides that 4th quarter, them giving up 22 points, I thought their defense played pretty well overall until the 4th quarter when they just started collapsing. But they got 3 interceptions today. That Vikings defense, they improved to 4-0. It was really a tale of I don't know if I can say 3 quarters, because the 3rd quarter was scoreless. Minnesota was up 24-8, 24-7 after 3 quarters. Green Bay tried a late rally in that 4th. Jordan Love, 32 of 54, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His first game back. I mean, to me, Jordan Love needs some time to settle in. And the Packers defense got run over in the first half. Like, Jeff Hafley adjusted at half. At halftime, the defense played a lot better. The Vikings offense just was too conservative, I thought. Jordan Love got comfortable. Just they didn't have enough to erase the first 30 minutes. You gotta think Love in the passing game will be better next week. I think that would be the correct takeaway. It's like Hafley needs to bring pressure midway through the first quarter. If you're clearly getting picked apart with a clean pocket, you gotta try and get him off his spot. He seems to be calling a scared game in the first half, then the second half gets aggressive and it pays off. Hopefully he can learn from that and be more aggressive throughout the whole game. It's kind of a crazy stat. Jordan Love 0-2, Malik Willis 2-0. I mean, it's the Colts and Titans when Love went against Philly, Minnesota. I mean, they only ran the ball with Josh Jacobs 9 times, which is kind of questionable. They could have got to try to get the running game going early. They also missed 2 field goals as well. That also, I've probably come back to haunt them, was you got to at least make one of those field goals. Josh Jacobs, 9 runs, 51 yards, 5.7 a carry. Had 4 catches, 27 yards. They only ran the ball 9 times with Josh Jacobs. I figured they would have ran it more, but probably because they got down a lot and they had to start throwing. Jaden Reed, man, him and Dontavian Wicks. Dontavian Wicks, I think, had a breakout game today. Jaden Reed was great. I thought 7 catches, 139 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Reed's had a really good start to this season. He's their best wide receiver and likely their best playmaker, to me. Like, he's the most consistent, and it's not even close. Dontavian Wicks finally, I thought had a really good game. 5 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Probably his breakout game so far through his young career. Tucker Kraft, 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown from Tucker Kraft. He had a bad fumble in this game as well. Romeo Dukes, 4 catches, 39 yards. Bo Mountain, 1 catch, 28 yards. Malik Heath, 2 catches, 12 yards. And Musgrave, 3 catches, 13 yards. The defense, they got that 1 interception from McKinney. He's had, 4 interceptions this year? 3 or 4 total interceptions so far this year. Like, he's been one of the best safeties in the league this year. They got 2 sacks. I think Quay Walker and Nixon. They got a bit of pressure on Sam Darnold. But yeah, I think just from the difference now, 31-20 with the Packers rally in the 4th quarter, just if what's the kicker's name? Narvison, if he makes one of those 2 field goals, man, the Packers could have come back, rallied, and shocked Minnesota, but they fall 31-29, a tough loss after rallying back. But they need to get a new kicker, man. This guy they have, Narvison, or how you say his name, they just aren't good. But yeah, Minnesota 4-0. A really impressive start to the season. It's just the interceptions early didn't help, and the kicker's missing. So yeah, that's really all I'll say for this video. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Next time out. Peace.